Children, my heart is wrecked with pain.
Ain't Ever Had Nothing, 245. We're going to pick it up from the turnaround going into the solo. All right, this one is pretty intense, folks. So I may blunder. So let me try to knock it out here, and then I'll explain it. Key A flat, 4th fret. And I'll go figure. Key A flat. Here we go. All right. Not easy, not easy. Matter of fact, it was running so much on those notes that when I had to slow down to play the easiest part, the chord, I didn't really grab it all too great. That's a nice chord, though. And then he goes, that's on the 5, down to the 4. And then you got to tag, because this is the end. Alright, so anyway, we'll get into that. I'll show you what that is. But the turnaround, right? Before this whole thing starts, really, it's kind of like a Chuck Berry, right? We talked about that. 5th and root. Okay, but he just plays the high note. He just plays the root. That's the feel I get from it. Now, also, what he's doing there, I'll tell you the notes. It's the root, right? You slide into the first one, and you play 3 of them. Right? Kind of like Chuck Berry feel. All downstrokes. Flat 7. Wait. Flat 7, root, 4th, which is bend to the 5th. Release, then the minor 3rd, then to the root. 2 of them. That's a common, you've heard that before, right? It's like I've been categorizing it as an Albert King because he was great with the bend 4th to 5th. But every blues player does this move, right? It rolls. Now, funny thing about this phrase, at first I thought it was this. That's 99 out of 100, that's the way he would do it. But he does a little stagger in there, more like this. He kind of almost like he's late to this note, and he jumps to the 5th, right? It's flat 7 to 5th, but the way he does it, he's real quick on the flat 7. Instead of, that's more relaxed feeling. Now, there's nothing relaxing about this solo. This gets intense, so I guess he was really pepped up to really explode here. So Now I drew a blank, but yeah. Okay, let's get into what he's doing. So, after the turnaround, okay, he's down low, folks. We had down low licks. He's down low. He goes to the fourth, okay. Fourth, fifth, 2 flat sevens. Okay, it's a phrase, right? This is a very unique. I don't think he's done this particular thing. I can't really seem to find it, but I guess it's part of his bag. It's just like the way he put it together here seems unique. But okay. He goes fourth, fifth, root, fourth, fifth, flat seven, flat seven. Now he goes right over to the next string. Minor third, fourth, minor third, fourth, to the fifth. 2 of them. So what that sounds like is this. Hear the phrasing? Very unique, right? When would you have used a minor pentatonic like that in a blues? Okay, but he's not done with this type of thing. He's running it up further. He goes. So what that is flat 7 to the 5th, flat 7 to the root, to the major 2nd, back to the root, flat 7, 5th. It's not this. That would be the minor 3rd, but we're using the major 2nd. It's a little smoother in there. It's a little more graceful, I think. Not as rough as that. That would be the minor 3rd. This is the major 2nd. Right? A little smoother around the edges. I don't know how to explain it, right? A little prettier, maybe, if you want to say that. Right? Let's throw the minor 3rd instead. Let's substitute it and hear what it sounds like. Right? It sounds cool too, but notice the whole thing is using notes from the minor pentatonic, so it just has that one color like. But when you throw that other note, it's something special now, because it's a different note in there that we haven't really used yet in the phrasing, right? It just I don't know, maybe it's because I heard I love the solo. It just sounds right. It sounds better to me. All right, now we go from that phrase to I gave you the notes, right? You got the flat 7 to the 5th, flat 7 root. I said major 2nd, root back to the flat 7 to the 5th, right? So you got. Now I'm using my first 3 fingers. You can use these too if you're good with your pinky, you know. But I kind of tend, I don't know, I'm just, feels right to me. So anyway, after that, now you got the flat 5. Oh my God, you can't do that. That doesn't sound right. But it's just a passing tone. So he plays flat 5, 4th, minor 3rd, back to the 4th, and that sounds after this. So that it's funny. You got the fifth over here on the B string. Flat 5. We've been seeing him appear quite a bit in these rapid fire ideas, right? Fifth, flat 5, fourth. It's chromatic, folks. It's chromatic. Then minor third, and then back to the fourth. So here's the whole thing up to there. You hear like the phrasing? Again, I said this before, when you're trying to learn something long, like this whole solo, you break it down into smaller phrases. You could remember it. Look, you got this, right? Then you got this answer, right? Then you got, and then you got, and right there is the only spot that you take a breath, right? You go, right there. There's a pause, there's a rest, there's a, a quick second that you're not playing anything. And you start your next phrase on the same note. So you're coming off a, then you go, all right, another phrase. That's fourth to minor third, root, flat 7, fifth, flat 5, fourth. So now you got the flat 5 down here. Just like you went. Now you're going. Okay, so again, how's he, this is chromatic stuff, man. So how's he thinking of this? I don't know. But he's going, again, he goes from here. Pause. Now here, he plays, I think he slides into it. So after, there's three fifths right there. Then a flat 7 to 2 roots. Then you got 2 minor thirds. A major third. A fourth. Back to the minor third. Which sounds like this. I love that. Listen. And this is the little icing on the cake right here. Fourth, fifth, and then the root. It's a rake. Right? A rake. And then you play the flat 7, fifth, back to the flat 7. And when you hit that one, you slide it up. And then you strike the root. Talk about breathing right there, you get a breath too. So you're really digging on that. Okay, you really send a charge out there. Because everything else hasn't had vibrato, right? Everything has been very staccato. That's like a contrast kind of. So now we got that, and now you're coming right back. Okay, so you basically, after the root, you're coming right back into position. There is a slide. You could do that. It's a different way, but I think he did the slide. Then you go right back with that third finger to the flat 7. You hit the root and come back to the flat 7. Then you get 5th, 4th, minor 3rd, root. Back up to the minor 3rd. Sorry if I'm going out of screen there. That's the damn key, A flat. See, if I was an A, I'd be in the screen, right? I'm in A flat, 1 fret out of view. But I'm sorry. At this point, now you play minor 3rd, and now you do this. You do a slide from the 4th real quick to the. It's really just you're just basically sliding into the flat 5, the flat 5th. But I think he's from. It's a common blues thing where you go. This is very common to slide up and then right back. That's the phrase. So what it is it's just sliding up to the flat 5 and back down to the 4th, minor 3rd, root, back up, minor 3rd, 4th, back down, minor 3rd, root, back up, minor 3rd, 4th. Sounds more than what it is. All it is. Alright, so all he's doing though is this. No, wait, he's going. Alright. I just started playing with it. That sounds cool. It's one of those phrases that, you slide in, and then you put the pull off. Not even picking anymore. Okay, but anyway, let's stick to the thing here. So we got coming off of this. Okay, so you end that phrase on the 4th, and the funny thing is now you're starting the next phrase on that 4th with like a rush roll type thing. 4th, 5th, roll to the first, to the root with 2 of them. So you're ending this phrase, and then you're starting the next one on that same note. Now you do flat 7, back to the root, minor 3rd, root, major 2nd, root. We got it going, folks. We're setting it up. Okay, so it goes. Oh yeah, 2 of them. Okay, that's from this rush roll. 4th, Otis Rush. 4th, 5th, root 2, minor 3rd. Oh no, wait. No, we go to the flat 7, to the root, to the minor 3rd, to the root, to the major 2nd, to the root, to the flat 7. Now we're going down to the 5th, to the flat 5 again, 4th, minor 3rd, root, to the minor 3rd, so this last phrase. And I don't think I really nailed it. I think you got to add a little vibrato to that one. It's quick. Those are the two that I think he really, the accents. That flat 5, again, strange, right? But it's passing. So we're seeing a lot of that guy there, that flat 5. Nice note, jazzy note, right? Bluesy note. So that last phrase. And then we got the chords, right? Well, let's do it all from up to that point. So now we got so what that is okay, you know this chord, basically, you know your basic right? You got your flat set, your 7 chord, right? Where you got the okay, let's say, okay, we're in the key of A flat, so these notes might seem strange, but now we're on the 5 chord, so it's an E flat 7 chord. So you just have you got the E flat, the G, and the D flat. But let me give you just that it's the root, the 3rd, and the flat 7, and then up here you would have the 5th. Right? Oh no, that's the root. There is no 5th in this one. Right? That's a E flat, E flat. Yeah, those are the octaves. I'm sorry. So you got the root, and then you have a 3rd, and then you have the flat 7. And that's your basic, you've learned this chord before, right? Now, all it is you're taking, okay, take your 3rd finger and put it where the pinky is, okay? So you do that. So now you just got this. The root down here, you don't play. So you're just doing the 3rd, flat 7, and the root's up here now, like we said, right? And you're taking that pinky and you're putting him over here. And that's the 5th. That's the 5th. Because think of it this way. You have the E flat right here and the B flat. The root and the 5th. Like a power chord. But it's up there on the highest strings. Right? But by using your pinky, and then you got the 3rd, and you got the flat 7. Again, let me see if I can get a little better, because this is tough. You know, it's funny, teaching the solos is one thing. Chords are a little tough for the C on this, huh? So, again, you got your basic, the chord you learned. You got your chord, right? I'm going to see if I could do it up close. Let me see if I get some better light in there. Right? Okay. So what I'm saying is this guy, this finger right here, he's going to take the place of where your pinky is, which is on the flat 7, okay? So the 3rd finger is going to go to where that flat 7 is. Now your pinky's hanging, with nothing to do. Well, you're going to go on the E string, on the 1st string. You're going to play on the 6th fret, okay? And that's the 5th. And then you got this. And they have that 5th ringing up high. So you're only playing on the strings 4, the strings 1 through 4. You're not playing on the fat strings. How else could I say that, right? And you get this nice chiming. So it's a 7 chord. There's no different notes than your typical, right? But it's got a chiming sound because you got no low notes, and you got that high 5th up here now. And then you just move it down. Okay, and then you got the tag at the end. And then you just play like your typical little, I don't know if you know that chord. Let me see if I can get this in view. You have, this is frets, okay? Let's use frets, numbers. 3rd, 4th, 3rd, 4th, okay? So you got the major 3rd, the flat 7, that's the major 2nd, right? And then you got the, that's the 5th up there. So there's no root in this chord yet. Again, 3rd, flat 7, major 2nd, and the 5th. And that's we're in the key of A flat. Again, that other one, that other chord, basically, if you couldn't see it too well, the 3 top strings, the 3 strings, you're playing this, like you're playing. You got the 6th fret on these 2, and then this one is on the 4th fret in between them. And now, if you switch your pinky and 3rd finger to cover those 2 up there, see it? And then you got this guy, he's got to come and play the 3rd, which is on the 5th fret, see? He's on the 5th fret on that D string. Pretty cool chord. Sometimes Jimmy does this. He gets the root in there. He gets the root. I'll tell you, it's tough showing you chords because it's so bunched up. But you know how you do your basic chord again, your 7th chord, right? You're only playing on the inner strings, the 2 E strings. The fat one and the skinny one aren't being touched, right? You're playing those 4 strings in the middle, your typical 7 chord, right? Well, now take your fingers and switch that little triangle down there. Just use your first 3 fingers. Don't hit the B string. You're going to deaden that one. And again, you're going to put your pinky. You're going to grab the high. That's the 5th. So you get that 5th ringing on the top. It's got that chime type of sound to it, right? Listen. Pretty cool. He does that a lot. This one has more meat to it because you got the root in there. Deeper. And maybe take a little. I'll tell you, Jimmy used to hit these chords with some game, you know. They were real dirty. But, what's nice is the ones on top. When you don't play the low notes, the roots, the one that he does in this song, like I showed you, it's only on the top 4 strings. It's nice because you get the piano player chugging along on the low. Sometimes he's hitting some low ones. You get the bass player, and they say, like, you know, they're handling the low frequencies. You don't want to make it too muddy. So when you hit the strings up high on a chord like that, it rings through nice, you know. You got the full spectrum of sound. All right, but anyway, we haven't really touched on chords much, but that one was so key to his solo. Then the tag is root to minor third, hammer on. Then he goes down. So it's basically root, flat 7, 5th, 4th, minor 3rd, root, flat 7, 5th, back up flat 7 to root, and then you come down to that 7 chord. Actually 9 chord. That's a 9. Because you're throwing in the B flat. That's this guy. Where is that guy? There he is. That's the major second. Let's see, we're here. Listen. Remember? Here we go. Alright, this was a long one. It was long but intense, right, folks? So anyway, just a great example there. I see it's over a half hour, this one. Trust me, I'm going to go back to short. We're going to work on double stops, I think, next. That'll be a nice thing to move on to. A lot of them are short and sweet. Get a little break from these long lessons here. But I hope you enjoyed that. I mean, how he came up with that, I don't really even know. I mean, pretty unique stuff, but very intense. It's the intensity. But once again, he was using these notes, right? Oh, wait, wrong key. I'm in the key of A now. Look at this. Back to A flat, right? He goes... All right. I hope you enjoyed that one. That's a lot of stuff to it. But, all right. We'll get to the next one. Believe me, this isn't where it ends. We got some more rapid fire ideas. A handful more, a couple more, maybe 2 or 3. And then we'll get to some short, easy stuff, All right. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.